See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Or look at the question this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidences?
Hey, Paul!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it's been interesting watching Elon take to Twitter, the very platform in which he is currently trying to purchase, and using it to turn up the heat and to turn the public against the Twitter board. It's a pretty bold play, and in fact, he's already tweeted and unretweeted a few interesting things, but overall, today has been a wild, wild day, and I'm doing the best I can to keep you all up to date on everything. Now, speaking of big tech, if you're not already, listen, it's 2022. If you're not already, take the opportunity today to take advantage of the massive 82% off discount I have for you from Private Internet Access. It's a piece of software that keeps your browsing anonymous, stops big tech from collecting your data and selling it, allows you to access region-locked content, allows you to browse anonymously. You can put it on your phone, your tablet, your computers, multiple devices. It's a great program. I use it, and 82% off is just too good to pass up. So protect yourself today. Use the link in the description and pinned comment below to pick up Private Internet Access. Now, Elon Musk has been dropping some spicy heat in the afternoon, I assume after his TED Talk. We saw earlier today, he did a TED Talk in which he decided that he would reveal that he in fact has a plan B. And I actually think we're seeing this play out in real time. We're seeing this, his plan B right now. Essentially, turn people against Twitter. You see this tweet from 8 hours ago when the news first broke. The board of directors at Twitter, if the board of directors at Twitter reject the offer made by Elon Musk, then wouldn't the board be acting in direct opposition to the financial interests of their shareholders? Elon writes, absolutely. It would be utterly indefensible not to put this offer to a shareholder vote. So what Elon's doing is he's trying to circumvent the board or poison the well a little bit and get people, get the actual shareholders to get involved here, like a populist approach. They own the company, the shareholders own the company, not the board of directors. And a lot of people in this, of course, a lot of blue check marks in Twitter, very, very angry. And you see also Elon responding to one of the largest shareholders on Twitter. So we found out that there's this like buying group conglomerate of people that own like 12% or something like that. And then there's this Saudi dude, which, their interest in Twitter is interesting. But they write, I don't believe that proposed offer by Elon Musk, $54.20, comes close to the intrinsic value of Twitter, given its growth prospects. Being one of the largest and long-term shareholders of Twitter, I reject this offer. And he owns this as Kingdom Holding Company. What's interesting is this could just be a negotiation tactic. A lot of people, if he's one of the largest shareholders, a lot of people are like, oh, he's saying no. No, he's probably just negotiating. He wants to get more money for his large shares. But unexpectedly, Elon Musk replied and wrote, interesting, by the way, in a most brutal ratio, 80,000 likes compared to the Saudi guy's, let's see, 4,800. Interesting. Just two questions, if I may. How much of Twitter does the kingdom own, directly and indirectly? What are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech? Absolute savage comment. He could be referencing Khashoggi, the guy that was ended by the Saudi government, and in like just a direct hit. You also see him in the replies here too. Hey Elon, don't forget about this doozy. Former Twitter employees charged with spying for Saudi Arabia. Isn't that interesting? And Elon replies to this. So he's just on Twitter right now, amping up the heat. He knows exactly what's going on, how to do this. The Ali Al-Zabara was an engineer who rose through the ranks at Twitter to a job that gave him access to personal information and account data of the social media service's millions of users. Ahmed, I don't really care, was a media partnership manager at the company who could see the email addresses and phone numbers of Twitter accounts. On Wednesday, the Justice Department claimed the two men were using their positions and access to Twitter's internal systems to aid Saudi Arabia by obtaining information on American citizens and Saudi dissidents who opposed the policies of the kingdom and its leaders. The two men were charged with acting as agents of a foreign power inside the United States in the first complaint of its kind involving the Saudis in this country. The case raised questions about security of American technology companies already under scrutiny for spreading misinformation and influencing public opinion, showing that these firms can be penetrated from the inside as well. It's also underscored that there's a broad effort of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia and his close advisors have conducted to silence critics both sides of the kingdom and abroad. Jamal Khashoggi, a columnist for the Washington Post who was critical of the way Saudi Arabia was run, was ended last year by Saudi agents in Istanbul. As part of its campaign, and operatives have been active online, Saudi operatives got Mr. Al-Zabara even before the charges were filed on Wednesday. There's a lot of corruption inside Twitter and a lot of foreign control, and I don't think it's that wild to say to question their motives, right? To question exactly why they're doing the things that they're doing. And you see Elon 5 minutes ago posting, or 20 minutes ago, taking Twitter private for $54.20 should be up to the shareholders, not the board. 84.7%. So it sounds like he's trying to do a couple of things here. And I'm no investment expert, but what I do think he's trying to do is get the rabble going a little bit to make the board feel the pressure that this is what the individual shareholders actually want. Now, if I had 1 million shares of Twitter right now and I could, and I was about to make $15 more a share than I own them for, that probably wouldn't be too bad of a deal. Now, would it? Not a lot of normies like us would have that kind of volume. But like if you had 10,000 shares or 1,000 shares, $54.20 is a nice buyout. And I'm not sure that they really could turn it down. He also wrote, I will endeavor to keep as many shareholders in privatized Twitter as allowed by law. Again, appealing to the populace, trying to appeal to the actual people who own the stock. And don't forget his kind of poison pill in his offer, saying that if they don't accept his offer, he's going to pull his 9% stake. So Yahoo Finance says Twitter stock could crash 20% if board rejects Elon Musk's offer. This is according to an analyst. It already dropped close to 2% today. Twitter stock could see a massive sell-off if it says no to Elon Musk's buyout offer, and such a sell-off may open the door to a more strategic partner than the controversial CEO of Tesla. Yeah, probably somebody from Saudi Arabia. If Twitter rejects Musk's offer, we see the possibility for another investor to support the stock should sell it off. If we believe that there is a 20% sell-off on a reject bid, Twitter would definitely present value to a strategic investor. In our view, this could be a positive outcome, given Twitter would likely prefer a consortium of investors rather than be controlled by a single large owner, said Jefferies tech analyst Brent Thrill. He reiterated a hold rating and a $48 price target on the Twitter stock to be sure the ball is in the court of Twitter's board. Musk, who has a 9.2% stake in Twitter, offered to buy the social media platform at $54.20 today. It's interesting. I don't know how quickly, Added thrill, we are skeptical that Twitter will accept Elon's offer, which implies a 21 times financial year 23 EBITDA, EBITDA. I remember, oh God, that's a corporate terms. I remember it's sitting in meetings talking about EBIT all the time, and a 15% upside from current levels. While we view Musk's involvement as a positive for the stock, we believe Twitter is likely looking for an offer close to $60 a share, which is still only 23 times it, as low as 30x in early 21. Given regulatory scrutiny, we don't expect an offer from another large internet player. I suspect they will reject it. I suspect the stock will drop, but I guess these times it's difficult to know what's going to happen. Sure did make today pretty interesting, and it will probably make the overnight news cycle even more interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.